Okay, hi. This is a full guide for you to be able to know how to make authentic content that is authentic to who you are as a man and also authentic to your passion, your purpose, who you are. And it's just going to be able to help highlight succeeding in making content that is based around you. So, who am I? Uh, who I am, and this is why you should trust me. This is the page for you to be able to know uh, what is me, I guess. So my name is Aiden. I'm a young man chasing purpose through creating meaningful content. So on my channel, I basically just record videos where I talk to you about things that have helped me, different practices or different laws or different just normal rules that have helped me that I've been able to follow and that has helped me succeed. This kind of content can be helpful to you, unlike the content you just get distracted by. So when you're scrolling TikTok, that's not going to help you. That's not going to help you in life. Even if you think it's educational, it's still messing up your dopamine and whatever. So I promise this kind of content is going to be helpful to you. So trust me, it is going to be worth it. Just watch through it. If you need to even watch it in sections, then that's okay. But I promise by the end of this, you're going to be able to know how to make amazing, authentic content that is authentic to who you are and helping you just stay in being yourself. So make sure if you like, you can take some notes. You could grab a notebook. You can grab whatever you need to be able to remember and retain what I'm going to say. And if anything stands out to you, you can even put them down in the comments after the video, or you can just highlight it, on your note page. But I want you to be able to write out anything that does stick in your mind so you can just remember what I say easier. So let's begin. Okay, so first I want to talk about why you shouldn't create dopamine content. So I kind of mentioned this just now, but I was saying that this kind of style of content that I'm making right now is not dopamine content. So what do I mean by dopamine content? Well, think of like TikTok content, or think of short form like shorts on YouTube or Instagram Reels. Think of how distracting that kind of content is. Think of how bad for you that kind of content is. I just want you to think about it for a second. So what that kind of content is doing when you're watching it is you're just addicted to it. It's hooking you every single time. These creators, their main goal is to have a good hook, which makes sense. As a YouTuber, you know that having a good hook, which is basically what brings the viewer in, is really powerful. But think of a million hooks, because think of an endless, that's how scrolling through TikTok or Shorts is. It's an endless feed. You can't get to the bottom of the feed. And now think of if you scrolled for a few hours. Like, I don't know how many pieces of content you'd be watching. We wouldn't know. But think of how many times you're being hooked. Not just once. You're being hooked thousands of times. Being hooked thousands of times. And what does this do to you? It kind of breaks you down. It messes up your dopamine levels. It messes up your aim, what you were even going on your phone actually for. A lot of people just open TikTok first thing without even thinking about it. So what is this creating? It's creating hurt, it's creating pain for people instead of actually helping people. And so the kind of value you're going to get when content is made, when content is made to help people, you are at the top of the mountain. You are at the top of the mountain, because the higher you go on that mountain, let's imagine the higher you go on that mountain, the more valuable it's going to get. And so when you're making kind of content that's just straight from you, straight from who you are, straight from what you know, you are helping people find value through what you know, and you're helping people in a niche, certain area, certain skill of what you love, of your purpose, which we're going to talk about soon. You're helping people in that exact area, providing even more value. So you're being put on top of the mountain, even if you're getting 100 views a video, even if you're getting 50 views a video, because you're helping a specific person. Now, if I posted a viral TikTok, there was a TikTok I posted a few months ago, and it got over 160,000 views, and it was a dumb piece of content that I posted when I was not even really trying. I was just messing around, jumping from business model to business model. I got a ton of views, but where does views sit? Towards the bottom of the mountain, because it's not valuable. You can get a ton of views with value, and that's going to happen eventually when you keep niching down, keep reiterating your own content. But right now, for you, you do not need to chase views, and this is what is getting you so little value, self-value too, because you base your self-value off of your views. But views are not value. Views are not value because they're spread out. The more views you get, the more spread out the audience is, right? If I had 1,000 people in self-improvement content, let's say there's only 1,000 people watching self-improvement content, and my video gets 4,000 views, it's not just getting the self-improvement people, right? And so you have to think about that. The value that you're providing to the people is more valuable. What you know, what you're talking about is more valuable than the views. And so value stack what is valuable. Value stack, basically add on more and more value as you create content of what you know. Value stack what you know, value stack what you can provide, instead of focusing on the views. And what do you attract through this? Who do you attract through this? So this is the rise of real content. So Dry Creek Wrangler School is basically an old guy. You can see him right here. He's an old guy who just sits there and talks about just straight up stuff. He talks about horse stuff because he's a farmer, and he talks about riding horses and stuff. But then also he talks about just life experiences. He talks about being a man, and he talks about all this like masculine stuff, and other guys want to listen to him because he has a position in authority. By being older, he has more life experience, right? And so he took the fact that he has life experience, he took the fact that he had already done some horse stuff, right? And so he had grown a little bit, and also he knew that he was an older man, and then he said, I'm going to talk to men around the world. And so he sat up the camera, he sat it up like this, and he talked about his life experiences. And what did that end up doing for him? It ended up giving him 1.15 million subscribers. And I'm not saying that you're going to get 1.15 million subscribers by the end of this. All I'm saying is that this is the rise of real content. Now is the time for you to be able to just set up your phone and talk, and it's going to provide value to people, because content right now is being diluted by all this AI, faceless channel, untrustable people. And so when there's trustable people that come out and actually decide to make valuable content, there's going to be people flooding in watching that content, that have been looking for that content, and they're going to be happy that they found you. So hopefully that was helpful. And next is the audience you attract with your new videos. The audience you attract with your new videos. So you're going to attract a certain audience, and we're going to talk about what audience that is with the new videos that you do create. And so the comparison of people, oh, the images didn't load, but basically right here is, you can kind of see the outline, but right here is a short form piece of content. Short form piece of content. Basically what that's doing to the mind is jacking up the mind, jacking up dopamine levels. It's completely destroying anybody's aim in life and what they want to do. So the comparison of people is people who are lazy, who are addicted to their phones, and who are actually putting a toll on their time, a toll on their life, because they're spending most of their time scrolling on their phone. And then compared to the people who sit down, they watch helpful content. Basically, up here I had a screenshot of a Charlie Morgan video, and he was basically talking about making money, right? But that's basically a guy who is a multimillionaire, and he's basically just talking about exactly how he did it. And so those are two completely different kinds of content. The person who watches short form content and the person who watches long form unedited long content to take notes and to focus and to learn. And so the kind of comments you get from making these videos is, thanks for your effort. I think I learned a lot from this. And that's what I get. That's the kind of comments I get from my videos, because I sit down and I talk and I try to help other people learn helpful things that I've already learned. And so I'm drawing in people like that instead of people who make fun of you, who put you down, who don't care at all about your content, and you're not actually providing any real value. You're just trying to get views. And so you change that, you flip that mindset, and you start creating long, unedited, or maybe edited, sure, but it's valuable and it's long, and you're giving them all the value you can. So that's the comparison of people. And now next is centering your content on your purpose. And so basically you have your own content that you're already making. You're deciding to create long, unedited or edited, but long and real content. Now we need to center it upon your purpose, right? Because you need to be able to know how to create content that is you, right? Authentic content. And so this is how I started creating content that was authentic to me and who I am in each season. Oops, sorry. So find all four. And this is basically, it's super basic. It's super basic, but it's going to take you putting in the work. And so if you have your note page right now, I want you to write down the first circle up above, which is what you love. And now on the right of that, I want you to write what the world needs. Then on the bottom, what you can be paid for. And on the left, what you're good at. And so while you're writing that, I'm basically going to explain what these did for me. But basically, I was in my room and I was writing these out because I was like, I was looking for how to find my purpose, how to make things upon my purpose. And I found this, which is Ikigai, which is a Japanese practice. And guess what happened after I wrote it? I was writing it in my bed, and video popped up in every one of those. In every circle, video popped up. And I was like, that can't be. It's just because I need it. But like I highlighted like that video was actually what popped up in every single thing. And I noticed that I need to make videos, that I need to make videos consistently, and that I need to make videos for other people because it's what I love, it's what I'm good at, it's what the world needs because they need better advice. They don't need short form content. And it is something I can be paid for eventually, right? But I have to work towards it. And so it encouraged me, and I kind of sat upon it, but then it kind of clicked a few weeks later, started creating videos every day, have grown like crazy. And so I want you to be able to highlight, even if it's not video, it probably has something kind of around that. So if it was like, if it was a certain, I don't know, a certain skill that you love, like cooking, or just like, you know, something simple like that, that you can even make videos around, right? You can make authentic content around that. But if it pops up in all four, then that's going to be authentic content. And so I want you to write on that. I want you to think about it. And I want you to identify your ikigai. What is special about you? What you can provide to the world. And that is going to make you authentic. And now the last one is consistency and originality. I think it's the last, but it might not be. I'm so tired still. But so consistent. This looks very confusing. Looks very confusing. But I just want to be able to explain it and show you what I mean by all this. So consistent. So look at the sunrise. Look at the sunrise. That actually makes me smile. The sunrise makes me smile because when you look at the sunrise, if you've ever watched the sunrise, it's like, man, I have another day. I have another day to live. And why aren't people happy about that? That you have another day to live. You have another day to give life another shot. You have another day to work hard on your purpose. Now you know what your purpose is. Now you know how to make authentic content. You're starting to highlight that. And so when you see the sun come up, it's like I'm ready to smash the day again. Ready to work hard on my purpose again. And so I want you to be reminded by the sun coming up every single day, by the waves in the ocean, if you do live by the water, how they don't stop. They just keep coming, and they come up and they come down. That's kind of like our lives, right? Like it's going to be hard sometimes, but then it's going to be easy another time. But it's consistent. The waves are consistent. The days are consistent. And so the nature is successful with staying consistent. The plants grow, the people stay alive, everything is in harmony when the sun and the ocean and the moon are consistent, right? And those happen every single day. It's a reoccurring thing every single day. And so you can almost apply this to your purpose, to what you need to do daily. And so I used to, now we're going to carry over to this picture over here, these two. So I used to be like this graph right here. And so basically what those three dots are those are pieces of content. Those are pieces of content, 1, 2, 3. And so I try to make pieces of content consistently. I'd cram myself into one certain week or 2 weeks, and I would grind. I would try to make content and hopefully come out with some content. So I'd come out with 2 to 3 pieces of content, release them, and maybe find some success. 200 views, 100 views. You know, I'd be like, yes, I made pieces of content. And then I'd look at my pieces of school. I'd look at my grades, and I would get depressed. I'd get feeling lonely because I was falling behind in school. I wasn't working in school. I was trading working on content for working on school. I was just working on content and leaving school behind. And so you get this little slight rise in feeling good, in growing, and then you crash. You crash and burn because now you get in trouble for creating content, or you because I live at home, or you you're mad at yourself for falling behind, and so your energy levels actually crash. Now we compare that to consistent content daily. Consistent content daily. That's what I do. Consistent content daily. And so I just say, okay, the sun is rising, the waves are going, which I can't see the waves right out my window, but the sun is rising. I'm going to post another piece of content. Then the next day, I'm going to post another piece of content. I'm going to post another piece of content. In all of this, I don't care if it's perfectly edited. I don't care if it looks the best. All I care is that people find value. So I'm going to post another piece of content. And what does this do to yourself? This builds credibility. This builds trust in yourself that you can do it. This builds like a fire, more of a flame inside yourself of, I can do it. I know who I am. I know my purpose. Your authenticity is growing. Your authenticity right here, maybe you're trying to be authentic, but you're really not. You're cramming in, trying to figure out what to do. And then you're not being authentic to yourself because you're putting behind what is needed to do. By making content every day, I'm waking up early. I'm putting content first thing in the morning, and I am making content. And then I can do the rest of my day. I can do the normal things. And I don't have to worry that I didn't record a video earlier that day. I make content every single day. This helps me grow. This helps me scale. This helps me become the man I want to be. Be purposeful and be authentic. So that is consistent and original. So basically right here, I don't know why it didn't load. I don't know why these images aren't loading, but oops. This right here was Ikigai. This was the picture of Ikigai. And so you don't copy others. You live in your own skin. That is what being original is. You don't copy others, but you live in your own skin. This is me, right? This is Aiden. And so I'm going to live in who Aiden is. I'm going to be who I am and not care what other people think about me. I'm going to be happy that I am who I am and that I can teach you things that I've learned and get you fast-tracked to exactly where I've been. And as I grow, keep bringing you along the way and succeed in being you. So by coming out with content every day, by being authentic, by finding your purpose through Ikigai, through just highlighting what is needed in your life right now, you can succeed in being exactly who you are. And then also, I just want to add on that basically this is like the first time in history that we've been able to do this. So think about it. Think about like during World War II or during the Great Depression or during even your mom, dad's upbringing. What were they taught? Go to school, do good in school, go to college, do good in college, get a safe job, work in that job the rest of your life until you can retire. You can be happy when you're 70 and you're old and you can't do much, and you can live at home and have enough money to retire. Why would we retire? Why would we retire when exactly what we're doing is what we love? If I can sit here and help you find your purpose, help you work on content, when am I going to want to quit? When am I going to want to retire? Never. I'm going to be sitting here at 90 helping you guys, and I'm not going to care that I'm old. I'm going to help you because I'm going to be happy with doing exactly what I love. It's part of who I am. And so this is kind of the first time in history that this is the opportunity that we do have. It actually makes me so happy and want you to actually see that you can do it, because we have content. We have YouTube. We have all these different platforms, and YouTube especially is what I love, because it's less, less dopamine, less short form. But yeah, it's like the first time in history where you can think about exactly who you are, what you love. You can talk about it for hours on end or for minutes, and you can help other people do exactly what they love. So take this opportunity. Think about that there is this opportunity and accept it and walk in doing so if you want to. Or you can just go to college and not be happy with the job you have. That's basically what could happen. But you can also go to college if you want to do that. But that's basically just what I wanted to lay out. And now finally, this is the final thing, is grow a community of true followers. Okay, so think of a follower, a true community of followers. Think of that one person decides to follow behind another, almost like a Congo line or like a army. Think of that someone accepts that you're going to lead them, in a team, that you're going to be the leader in a group of people. So you're the leader. Like, literally, look, like, you're the leader when it comes to making content. When people subscribe to you, when people follow you, right? You're the leader inside that space, inside your own channel. And so you have to accept that you're the leader and that what you say and what you do affects every single person watching you. It can help them or can hurt them. And so figure out what you're doing to be authentic to who you are. And that also that authenticity is leading others to be a better version of themselves. So use what you learn and help others grow into the place you just were. That's what I was kind of just talking about just a second ago, is that I'm always going to teach you what I've already learned, give it all to you so that you can grow into where I'm at, right? And you can pass me if you learn more, right? But if you're let's say you just watch this channel solely. Now, if you watched all my content, you'd know exactly what I know. You'd be exactly in the place that I've progressed to. And now we would be together, alongside, at the same place. Now, when I learn another thing, I'm going to be a little bit ahead of you, right? But then I'm going to give it to you, and we're going to be in the exact same place again. So it takes you learning stuff outside of this also, right? And I don't mean that you have to watch my content. You don't even need to watch my content. I just want to help you. And so all I'm doing is being your leader. I'm leading you by giving you so much value. And when you create content, you're being a leader to your audience. And so through being a leader, through growing people into where they need to go, into where you were, of course you'll grow. Of course you'll grow into the person that you want to be. And so look, consistent. Look at all those videos. I've posted so many, right? But I mean, that's off of mostly just straight up content. I mean, I posted just a few shorts, but straight up setting your phone up, setting your camera up, talking. I mean, 780 hours. That's over the past, I think, 90 days. 780 hours of my content has been watched. 780 hours. 36,000 views. 418 followers. 418 subscribers, but 418 followers that have followed who I am and are trying to grow either into or past the person I am, right? And so this is how I'm helping you. This is how you can create content. You can be a leader and you can grow a true community of followers. And so thank you. I hope that all of this helped you. I hope that you're able to create low dopamine content, that you're able to attract the right audience with your new videos. They're able to center your content on your own purpose. They're able to have consistency and originality. Get a thumbs up. And I hope they're able to grow a community of true followers. So thank you, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. You can subscribe if you'd like to follow what I do, if you'd like to grow past me. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I hope that you can keep growing into the man that you want to become. Keep working on your purpose and start making content that is authentic to you. Have a great rest of your day. Okay.